Panda, welcome to my channel. This is the intro for A to Z, and this is something that Jessica and I have been working on for a really long time. We're talking months. We like to plan like crazy, and so we brought this to the PANTastic Ladies Facebook group and allowed so many people to join us, and they'll all be in the description box below, along with the link to the PANTastic Ladies Facebook group. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We take each letter and we find a product. And there are some letters like Q, V, Z, things like that. That's as long as it's in the title of the product, you're fine. Or the name of the product, the color of the product, something. Because let's be realistic here. Q is hard to find. Q is hard to find. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started on my products because this is tough. Now this starts January 1st all the way to the end of the year. And of course this goes up on the 5th for me because, well, I don't want to bombard you guys with a whole bunch of stuff on the 1st. So some of these items obviously are going to have just a few days extra use. Some, not all. Obviously, I can't use all of this at one time. I could try, but I would look ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, for the first letter, which is A, I went with my Kat Von D Alchemist palette. And I am going to go with this shade right here, which is called Opal. As you can see here, basically this has very little use. I've used it a couple of times and that was pretty much it. And yeah, I plan on using this as a highlight on my face. Maybe that might change, but I want to go ahead and I want to finish all of this whole thing. And then for B, I am choosing this right here, which is the Kat Von D liquid liner in Trooper. And B is for black because this is a black liquid liner, and I have been using this for quite some time. And I just want to put it in a project so I don't let it just simply dry up. Because as of right now, it's still good. It's still going. So, want to use that up. And for C, I've got my Benefit Erase Paste, which is a concealer. And as you can see, this is brand new. So, I ended up getting this right whenever it was on sale. For 25% off, I think. This was right before they repackaged it, so that was pretty much the first time that I've opened this, so I want to use that up. This one's going to take a long time. And for the letter D, I'm going with the Naked on the Run palette, and there's a shade in here, and it is called Dare, and it is this shade right here, I believe. Let me see. Yes, it is this shade right here. And as you can see, very, very little use. Very little use. This is a nice matte shade. So that's what this looks like right there. So yeah, I want to completely use that up. The next one is an e.l.f. eyeshadow primer for the letter E. And so I have this one right here. This one is an original, and my friend Alexis went ahead and sent this to me, so I don't know how much use is in it or anything, but I do like this primer, so I want to use this up. And then for F, I'm going to go back in my Naked on the Run palette, and I'm going with the shade Fix, which is this matte shade right here. Again, very little use. I'm going to go ahead and give that a little swatchy swatch for you. That's that right there. Really nice matte shade. The next one is G, and I'm going with the Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. G for gun. And this is 1.7 ounces, and it is completely full. I got this for Christmas in 2015, so I definitely want to use this up. Nope. Sorry, 2016. For H, I am going with the Bath & Body Works Hello Beautiful body spray. As you can see, this is not exactly brand new, but I am right up here. I'll mark it afterwards. And this is I want to use this completely up. I don't want any body sprays in my collection, especially Bath & Body Works. I go through them like crazy. For eye, I want to go through this right here. This is the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This is just the deluxe size. For J, I want to go through this Julep concealer, and this is in Alabaster. I received this for free through CrowdTap. So I did go ahead and use it once. So it's got like a sponge tip applicator. So this was pretty much brand new. And because I used it once, I have to get used, otherwise it's not going to be any good. For K, I'm going in my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye, and this is in Plum, and I'm going with this shade right here. This is brand spanking new. I'm so mad because I did end up paying full price for this, but whatever. And I do want to go ahead and just dive right in to some Kat Von D shades. I don't think you could tell, but it's right there. That'll make a nice shadow to go ahead and set my primer with. For the letter L, I want to go ahead and use up this Buxom eyeshadow, and this is in Lingerie Lover. And again, I've used this very little, and I just think that this would go well with the Naked 3 palette that I'll be panning. And that's what that looks like right there. Next, I want to use up for M is this Makeup Forever eyeliner, and it's such a little tiny guy. I'll end up marking it after this, but yep, it was a little deluxe size that I got through Sephora Play, but I do want to go ahead and use that up. That should be absolutely no problem. For the letter N, I'm going back into my Naked on the Run palette. And I want to use up this blush right here. I've been using this and it seems to be going absolutely nowhere. Maybe there's like a slight dip in the middle, but really there's not much use at all, at least in appearance. I use this pretty much all of December, and that's what I've got. In fact, I'm wearing it today, but yep. So that one is probably going to take me a while. For the letter O, I want to use up this original Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This was sent to me by my friend Nora, and this is just the little guy. This is 0.13 ounces, and I do want to go ahead and get some use out of this. I want to use it all up, actually. So I do love this primer. For P, I want to use up the last two of my MAC Prep and Prime primers. And yeah, I can't believe that I'm finally down to my last two. I want to just get these out of my collection because I know some of them are starting to go bad. Hopefully not these, but just in case, I just want to use them up. For the letter Q, I'm going with Clinique. And this is the Take the Day Off Cleansing Oil. This is 6.7 fluid ounces. And I want to use both of these up. These are brand new, and I've never tried these before. So yeah, I want to go ahead and use these up. I ended up getting this through Sephora when they had the $25 off $50 purchase, I think it was. So I snagged those up because I'm always going to need some makeup remover. Now R and S both come from my Naked on the Run palette. And R is for the eyeshadow called Resist. It is this shade right here. Again, hardly any use at all. Give it a little swatch. That's what that looks like. Next one is S for Stun, which is this shade right here. Just a matte shade. The letter T, I've got a deluxe size of the Tarte Camera Lashes, the Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I've never tried this before, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a go and use this up. For the letter U, guess what? Going back in my Naked on the Run palette by Urban Decay, and I want to use up this right here, and this is 50/50. This is what I've been using for quite some time for an all over lid shade to set my primer. So yeah, you can't even see that, I don't think. This camera is so weird, guys. But yeah, there it is. I don't think you can see that. It's pretty much matches my skin tone. For V, I want to go ahead and use up the Sephora Lash Craft Length and Volume Mascara. This has been in my collection for too long, and I want to go ahead and use it up. I heard that this is really great, so I can't wait to try it. I've been wanting to try it, but I've always found some kind of excuse to not try it. What the heck? It's just sitting there, so it is now in a project. I am now going to use it. For the letter W, I'm going in this Zoeva Caramel Melange palette. And I am going in with this shade right here, which is Wax Paper. This has only been swatched pretty much. Again, it's like a matte cream shade. Great for all over the lid. Hopefully you could see that right there. For the letter X, I'm going in with this Buxom eyeshadow, and this is called Spoiled Sexy, since there's the X in sexy. And there's that shade right there. I think that this is another one that would look really, really nice with the Naked 3 palette. For the letter Y, I have this little mini of the YSL Mon Paris perfume, and I do think that this smells so good. And I got this as a point perk because I love this. It's too expensive otherwise. And finally, for the letter Z, I've got the Urban Decay Deluxe Eyeliner in Zero. Again, I'll mark all of these after this is done, but that's what this looks like. I want to get this out of my collection. I've had these eyeliners entirely too long. So these are all my products for A to Z. I'll be doing monthly updates about this time every single month, and I'll just be showing you the stuff that I do have progress on. Be sure to go ahead and check out everybody that is in the description box below, along with the Facebook group. Some are going to be on Instagram, some of them are going to be on YouTube, so go ahead and check out everybody else's progress and see all their intros and all the fun stuff that we are all doing. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to go ahead and give this a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another intro, I'm sure. Bye!